Welcome to Transforming Your Life Through Storytelling. The other day I went for a walk at the beaches here in Toronto. Well, we call it the beaches, but it's really the lake. And there I saw many interesting people of all sizes and colors just enjoying life. And it got me thinking about the parts of ourselves that we try to hide, the flaws, the insecurities, things that I unfortunately know too well. Things that we carry shame around because it makes us feel less than. Things that social media has made really easy for many of us to feel like we're not good enough. Every time you scroll, you are met with flawless images, perfect bodies, smooth skins, perfect vacations, and smiles that look like they have never known sadness. And then we compare that to our behind the scene lives. And then we end up believing that if there's any flaws, whether it's physical, emotional, financial, then there must be something wrong with us. If you have ever felt like this, if you've ever compared yourself to those lifestyle influencers on social media, then this story is for you because it reminds us of something real, something authentic, that our real value doesn't come from being flawless, it comes from being human. And no human is flawless. In fact, it's often the cracks in us that ends up making the biggest difference. So enjoy this story because it just might shift the way you look at yourself. Once upon a time, in a small village in India, there was a water carrier who had two large pots. He carried them each day, slung on a pole across his shoulders, down to the river and back to his master's house. One of the pots appeared flawless, strong, beautiful, perfect at its job. The other pot had a long crack on one side. Every time the water carrier made the trip from the river to the house, the crack pot arrived only half full. This went on for 2 years. Naturally, the perfect pot felt proud of its performance. The crack pot felt ashamed. It knew that it was only doing half the job that it was made to do. One day, on their way back to the house, the crock pot finally spoke and said, "I'm sorry, I've let you down. I spilled water along the way. I'm just not good enough." The water carrier gently looked at the pot and said, "Have you noticed the flowers growing only on your side of the path? That's because I've known about your crack all along. So I planted seeds on your side, and every day we walk back, you've been watering them. For 2 years, I have collected those flowers and brought beauty into my master's home. Without you being exactly the way you are, there will be no garden." I love this story because how many of us have felt like that crock pot at one point or another? Like maybe we're not enough, or we failed in some way, or everyone else somehow is doing life better. But what if the very thing that you feel disqualifies you is actually the thing that makes you irreplaceable? In the story, the servant knew about the crack in the pot, but instead of discarding it, he planted seeds along the path, using the water to spill to create a trail of flowers. So what could have been seen as a flaw became a tool for beauty. I believe that the same applies to us. We were created on purpose, for a purpose, and God that knows every part of us knows exactly how to use our cracks, our pain, our struggle to create something meaningful. Maybe, just maybe, someone else is living just a little bit better because of your journey. Maybe your vulnerability gave someone else courage. Maybe your imperfection gave someone the permission to breathe. In a world obsessed with perfection, it's easy to forget that we don't have to be flawless to be worthy. We just have to show up. So the next time you find yourself comparing To others, remember the crackpot story. Let's remember that sometimes it is the cracks that let the light out. And now send this message to someone that needs to hear it.